Hey everyone, welcome to episode 13 of the Weekly Speak. This is Lindsay with HeartSpeak Health, and in this video, I am going to discuss weight loss. And that's because it's June and weight loss has come up a lot in conversation, and people are sharing a lot of weight loss tips and articles. And so I just have a few points that I would like to share in regard to effectively losing weight. So one of the first things that I notice is that people will use artificial sweeteners to replace sugar because sugar is one of the first things that obviously is recommended to avoid when you're trying to lose weight. So the problem again is that people go toward artificial sweeteners and sweeteners that are made from chemicals. And this is not what you want to do. What you want to do is whenever you are looking for something to sweeten a dish or a beverage, you want to use things like organic raw honey, raw organic maple syrup. You can do monk fruit sweetener. You can do stevia. Those are my 4 favorites, and those are the 4 that I recommend. And especially with the honey is extremely gut friendly, as is the maple syrup. And raw honey has a lot of wonderful enzymes and beneficial bacteria, as does the maple syrup. And you can just use those sparingly in your beverages or your dishes. When it comes to baked goods, one thing that you can use, and also with smoothies, are dates. Dates are a power-packed, extremely nutrient-dense food that have a wonderful sweetness that can be used as a sweetener in desserts or in smoothies. So if you would Google desserts that use dates or date crust for cakes or pies or whatever, you're going to find a whole slew of recipes out there. Okay? The other thing that I want to talk about is fat. So a lot of times, I still hear people discussing eating fat-free or reduced fat foods. Now, what food companies do is they will take a food and they will remove the fat, but then they are putting a lot of times sugar derivatives of different foods like corn derivatives, soy derivatives, which are absorbed as sugar in your body, or other chemicals to replace the fat content. And that's not good. That's not good for your gut. That's not good for your overall health. Okay, and over time, it's not going to be effective in helping you lose weight. What you really want to do is you want to incorporate a little bit, just like these natural sweeteners I just talked about should be used sparingly. Fat is the same, so you just want to use a little bit in each of your meals. You want to use healthy fats because healthy fats help to satisfy you. They help your body to absorb vitamins and minerals from the whole foods that you eat. So healthy fats are things like avocado or avocado oil. You can do organic grass-fed butter or ghee. Ghee is clarified butter. You can do coconut oil and olive oil. So those are my top recommended fats. And again, fats should be used sparingly. You don't want to overload your meals with fats, but when you do use them, you want to use those ones that are natural that I just mentioned and provide nutrition and benefits, and that will keep you satisfied and keep your body in tip-top condition and able to process and absorb nutrients. All right. The other thing with weight loss is toxins. So toxins are not typically discussed in weight loss plans. This is not usually at the top of the article or, put out there as much as it should be. But a lot of the reason why people have trouble losing weight is because they are simply overloaded with toxins. So in our modern environment, we are up against a lot of chemicals and toxins just on a daily basis, what we're surrounded by. Our technology, our vehicles, industry, making the products that we make, just everything that we do, the plastics that are used, all of these things, they don't go away. You throw it in the garbage, it doesn't go away. It's all part of our environment. So that's why as years go on, they find more and more toxins in the umbilical cord tissue of newborn babies. And that's why the studies show that the environmental toxins continue to increase as population does and demand for products that use chemicals. So you have all of the environmental aspect of it, and then you have to think about what you're using on your skin or on your body. Do those items contain chemicals? What chemicals are they? And then, of course, with your food, with what you're eating, with what you're ingesting, with what you're drinking, what chemicals are in those things? Okay, so what toxins could you be absorbing in that way as well? The simplest way to kind of evaluate all of this with toxins, there's a website. It's called the Environmental Working Group. That's the name of the group who actually has the website. It's ewg.org. When you go on that website, there are some awesome resources. I mean, there's so much there now. It's incredible. You can look up the best beauty products, hair products, skincare, soaps, shampoos, makeup, sunscreen, anything you can think of that you would put on yourself topically. You can look at the information on ewg.org and find out what's best for you to use. They also have a list of the produce that is the most contaminated, what things you want to make sure you buy organic, what things you can buy conventional. So there's that resource with vegetables and fruits. And then there's even more than that. There's all kinds of stuff. So that's a great place to start. But, my general rule of thumb is filter your water, which I just wrote a blog post. It's at heartspeakhealth.com, and it's all about water and what water you should drink and how you can filter your water. Water filtration, watching what produce you eat as far as, are you making sure to get the organic with the most contaminated? And then, of course, you can get conventional when it's safe, when it's, because there are certain fruits and vegetables that are not going to have either as much chemicals sprayed on them, or just because of the thick skin, the thick outer shell of that food, you're not going to have to worry as much with contaminants. So your water, your produce, and then, of course, you want to just look at everything that you're using on your body, on your children's bodies, and even things like with what you're cleaning with, because when you clean, you could be using chemicals. Everything that your skin touches, it's absorbed pretty quickly. I think it's 20 seconds or so that, those chemicals are absorbed straight into your bloodstream. So you can go to ewg.org. It will help you to decipher through, what has the most toxins and what is okay to use that has the least toxins. And I know that this can all be overwhelming, but when it comes to weight loss, the toxin aspect is extremely important because that has a lot to do with your lymphatic system. Our lymphatic system is like an internal plumbing system, and when there are too many toxins inside of us, it gets clogged, it gets bogged down. And so the key is you want to keep that system clean so that it can process everything that's coming in your body and get rid of waste efficiently. And that also is related to liver health. And so, your liver is like a filter. You want to do everything you can to keep your liver healthy. And that's why the toxin topic of this is so important, especially with weight loss, because yes, if those systems like your lymphatic system and your liver, if they are not able to work efficiently, then that means that they can't get waste out of you. They can't help your body with the processes that have to take place to get rid of waste, to push out toxins. And so then everything's going to get backed up and get caked up inside of you. And that does contribute to weight gain. Okay? So that's all I have. I'm trying to keep these shorter. I don't want to go on and on. Please feel free to comment below if you have anything to say or have any questions, and I will be back with more later. All right, have a great weekend. Bye.